Hey, welcome to another great episode here at the Pastor's Pantry Cooking School. I'm your host, Chef Sam Peters. Good to have you with us for a great dessert episode. This is actually a dessert that we're preparing for an Asian class that we're doing today. A lot of times we think about desserts, it's always about sweets, lots of whipped cream and lots of cake and lots of icing, lots of sugar. This is a fruit dessert, and it's very good for you, and we think you'll enjoy it. Before I get into our recipe, though, let me share with you, as we do every episode, the gospel of good taste. Joyce and I are passionate about two things. The first is that we believe everything's about stewardship. James 1:17 tells us that every good and perfect gift is given to us by God, and food is no different. It is a wonderful gift. And so our hope and prayer is that we'll teach you some things today that'll help you make every dining experience great at your house. The second thing we're passionate about is we're passionate about community. We're passionate about it because Jesus was passionate about it. He was constantly witness to be eating with other folks. In fact, he did it so much that the Pharisees called him a glutton and a drunkard. So we want you to gather around the table as community. In fact, we believe that food is the best metaphor for community. So our hope is that what we do teach you today will help make your dining room table, once again, a very sacred place and a sacred time. Well, we're making for you some honey ginger poached pears, and we have our ingredients down here. Joyce, if you would, just explain a little bit about what goes in this recipe.
Okay, for this recipe, honey ginger poached pears, it's going to serve 8. You need 8 medium firm Bosch pears. You will half them after cooking from stem to bottom. You need 6 to 8 cups of water. You need enough to cover the pears, so you may need to add some more after you get it into the pan. You need 1.5 cups honey, 1-inch piece of fresh ginger, peeled and sliced. You're going to need 2 cups of Greek yogurt. You'll need 6 tablespoons of the cooled pear poaching liquid and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract.
All right, so as we get into this recipe, one of the first things we need to do is we need to peel some ginger. I want to show you just very quickly a little tip on how to do that. We have about a 1-inch knob of ginger, and then we just want to take a teaspoon, and all you want to do is just lightly bring that across the top skin, the paper skin of that ginger, and that'll take that off, okay? That's the easiest way. And you can use a peeler. Now, if you want to use a knife and cut some thin slices off there, don't throw the slices away. You can keep that and make yourself a nice ginger herbal tea. But that spoon, just raking it across the top, will actually take that paper right off, okay? All right, get that out of the way. Next, I want to go ahead and I want to slice this really thin. So I'm just going to give myself a nice flat surface to work with. All right, and then just cut some nice thin slices. There we go. Some nice thin pieces to use as we poach this. Now let me get my pears out of the way, and I'm going to bring our stove into the picture here for you. So earlier, we went ahead and took our poaching liquid, and we added the honey, and we dissolved the honey in this, and so we now have this. It's pretty hot. We're just going to get it back to a simmer, and I'm just going to lower our pears down into the poaching liquid. Now, if after I get all of these in here, if you need a little bit more liquid, add a little bit more in. Now, this should come pretty close by the time it displaces the water to being covered. So now we're going to go ahead and get all of our ginger slices in here. So we have a piece of parchment just cut in the diameter of our pot. We're going to push that down. We cut a hole in it to let the steam out. Push that around. Then we're just going to let this simmer now for about 15 to 25 minutes until the pears have softened. We don't want them to explode on us or split the skin. We're going to start watching them in about 15, 20 minutes and see when they're done. and then we'll show you what those look like on the backside. Hey, our honey ginger poached pears steeped in that water, simmering water, for about 25 minutes till they were nice and soft and tender. You can just stick a knife in there, and if it goes in really easy, they're ready to go. Okay? So we have to make a sauce. I'm a sauce guy, you know. So what we have is some plain yogurt. Now we reserved that honey liquid. Where am I at, Joyce? Can we be right there?
You want to be right here?
Sure.
And then bring it down a little bit.
Okay. So we reserved this honey ginger fluid, this liquid, and we reduced it down to about half. We took about 12 ounces out and reduced it down to about 6. So we're going to add that to our yogurt, and we even tasted it just by itself, and this makes a great tea, I'm telling you. And then we want to put a little bit of vanilla, and I got a pretty full bowl here, but a little bit of pure vanilla extract. I'm going to try to gently whisk this together. This is going to be a sauce for these great pears. Okay, kind of mix this up a little bit, and then I'll whisk it. I just don't want. I got a small bowl and a lot of stuff in it.
That's on me. I forgot you were adding more stuff to it.
It's okay, we got her. Just whisk this till it gets all incorporated, nice and creamy again. There we go. This is going to be so good. I cannot wait to give this a try. All right. So we have our plate. We have our pears. They cool. You want to let them cool. Okay. And all you want to do is just half the pear. Okay. We're going to take a little spoon. We're going to go ahead and core out the seeds. Okay. So we have this all set. And now, get another spoon here, and we're just going to ladle some of that delicious sauce over the top of this. Oh yeah. There we go. Got a good shot of that, Joyce?
I do.
All right, let's give this a try. Tender, but not too mushy. The pear by itself is great. Then you add this sweet honey yogurt sauce on top. It is phenomenal. I gotta have another one. This is so good. Wow, the creaminess of this is going to pair great with our spicy orange chicken and fried rice. It's going to be a fantastic dish. Listen, try this at home. All of our recipes are out on our website, patterfamsauces.com. I want you to make this. I know you will. So you make it and post some pictures out on our Facebook page so we can brag about you. We love bragging about people that make our food. And then be sure and check out our brand new YouTube channel, the Pastor's Pantry Cooking School. It's out on YouTube. Follow us out there as well and subscribe to that. There's always great recipes out there. You'll find this recipe and a whole bunch more out there. Listen, go home, make this as soon as you can. Blessed cooking to you.